So here, this is basically my existing layout for this property. And in this property, we basically took all the measurements of the existing house. We placed all the bedrooms and kitchen and bathrooms where it's located. So now I'm able to visualize and see this property here firsthand. So here where you see the foyer, this is basically your main door when you walk into the house. And then you have like a little door here to a den. Then you come into a family room. Then if you want to go to the right, you have a little bedroom here. Then you have your 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, and you have 2 bathrooms on this side of the house. Now, what I personally don't like about this layout is that you have 3 bedrooms sharing 1 bathroom. This bedroom, the door is basically in the living room, not in the hallway where it should be. I feel like you should have the bedroom door in the hallway. So this is not even a bedroom. This is just an office because it doesn't have a closet. So this is not considered a bedroom, right? We put bedroom 1 either or. So we really have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Another thing about this house is that you have this double door coming into like this sunroom, living room that they have here. Then you have another door going into another section here. Then you have a kitchen, a little window for the kitchen, and you have to come around to go outside the kitchen. And then you have the living room, and then you have your garage and your laundry here. So as you guys can see, the layout for this house does not work. And for you guys to increase value, which that's what we want to do, to basically get the best out of this house, to sell it for the highest market value, the first thing is basically you have to have a layout that works. You have to have the right amount of bedrooms and bathrooms. So those are little things that we're going to be doing in this project to create great value. Now, I want to show you guys the step 2 is basically preparing your proposed plan. Now, your proposed plan is basically what you're going to do to the house. So I'm going to go ahead and open my proposed plan that we have already created for this property. And as you guys can see here, this is basically the proposed plan. Now, you're going to see now the house before, existing house, is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Just really quick, this house, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3.5 bathrooms. So we automatically created an additional bedroom. We added an additional bathroom and a half, and we relocated the kitchen completely to the side of the house. So by doing this, I'm already creating great value to the house. Even when the appraisal goes and appraise the property, it's going to give me more of a value of the house. Now, I want to show you really quick side by side my existing and my proposed, so you guys could see the main difference on this one. Okay, so here we have side by side. The one on the left is my existing floor plan, and the one on my right is my floor plan, my proposed floor plan. As you guys can see here, the kitchen was over here in the existing. Now we relocated the kitchen to this corner, which makes it more fluent. Like having the kitchen here by the back door, your pool, by the way, is back here. This is your back door. Having the kitchen here is more convenience. It's a better layout. We closed this door for the master bedroom because there's no reason why you have to go from here to your master bedroom when you should go around. So now we created a better floor plan here. We added the bathroom here, but in addition to that, we also added a laundry, which is going to give us more value because on the existing house, the laundry is actually in the garage. So we actually created a walk-in laundry inside the house, which people are going to love. Another great thing about the new layout is that we actually added a pantry. So people love pantries, walk-in pantry, and most important, we added a half bathroom. So now when you have guests in the pool, you have guests visiting, they don't have to go. If you see the existing, you have to basically walk into the master bedroom to walk into the hallway to use this bathroom. So by adding this bathroom here, it's more convenient for people to use the bathroom and don't have to go all the way to the rooms. So that just alone creates great value. Now we also added an additional bathroom here, so that now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 rooms here sharing 1, 2 bathrooms, which before you have basically 1, 2, 3 rooms sharing one bathroom, which again is very inconvenient. So this is basically the way that we create value, by creating a layout that works. Now this takes time to create a layout that works because you really have to understand what walls you could move and what walls you can. For example, I know this wall here, it's a bearing wall, but even though I cannot move it, does not mean I cannot create an opening on the wall. And this just comes with experience. So if you're looking to do this on your own or have somebody that you know that could help you, definitely need that kind of help to understand what you could do and what you cannot do. Now don't get me wrong, you could do anything you want. The question comes, what's it gonna take to do the wall? So since this is an investment house, we don't have the budget to basically do a concrete beam, along the whole house and destroy the whole house because just that within the budget. But this layout works. I'm very happy with the new layout, which now takes us to step 3, verifying the measurement. It is very important that you guys, so the person's doing the plans or whoever's helping you with this, they go back to the house and then verify all these measurements, because if one measurement is off, then everything becomes a domino effect, and then that's when you guys when things delay. You want to avoid basically delays during construction, and this is how you avoid. This is one of the ways that you're gonna avoid delays during construction, by making sure that your plans are 100% correctly. Now we're gonna move to the next step. So once the next step is make sure 100% that you're happy with the new layouts, that you're happy, because if you're not happy with this and you keep going and you keep building the plans, then you're gonna have to go back and redesign this again, and then you're gonna have to change everything that comes after again, which is gonna take more time. So once I am 100% sure that this is my right layout, the next phase is basically creating the ceiling plan. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and close this off. That's my system, I don't need that no more. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open my ceiling plan, because now I know 100% that I'm happy with my layouts. So on the ceiling plan, it's basically gonna show me all the lighting, where everything goes. So for example, you wanna make sure that the lighting works with the new layouts. For example, in the foyer, you come in, you're gonna have like a nice chandelier here around the center, because that's, as soon as you walk in, you wanna have something nice. Then you walk into your living room, you're gonna have 4 hi-hats here to light up this room. You keep walking to the kitchen, you have a switch here, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recessed lights. Then we're gonna have here 2 pendants over the island, which always looks very nice. And these little things are gonna create value, because now that you have the bedrooms, right? You have enough bathrooms, you have the right flow. Now you really want to make the house look nice. You really want to go the extra mile with the little details, the little lighting, because that's what's going to make the finished product look amazing. So we spent some time here basically creating the lighting plan, the ceiling plan. So now once I'm happy with the ceiling plan, we go to the next step. Now the next step is basically you have to figure out what materials, what finished materials you're going to go ahead and purchase. For example, what is finished materials? You want appliances, your light fixtures, your plumbing fixtures, your tiles. And the reason that you want to understand your specs is because once you have these specs, you want to go ahead and put these items by the right measurements on the plans. The next step, which is your elevation plans. Now let me show you what the elevation plans look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my elevation plans for the kitchen, and typically you need elevation plans for the kitchen and the bathrooms. That's your most important thing. So here I have my elevation plans for the kitchen. Now here we still have the layout of the kitchen, which you walk into the kitchen, you have your refrigerator, you have your dishwasher, you have your sink, you have your range, you have a pantry here, and then you have your island. Okay, so now in this view, this elevation plan, I have my refrigerator, but guess what? This refrigerator has a size. So by me knowing what refrigerator I'm gonna buy, having the specs, I'm able to put the correct size here. So when I start building my cabinets, everything is the same size. And these measurements that you see here, 247 inches from this wall to this wall, these measurements that you see here are crucially important, because you have to make sure that this measurement is correct 100% before you could basically order your cabinets. The dishwasher, again, I got the specs for the dishwasher. This is the dishwasher I'm going to be using. It's a 24-inch dishwasher. My sink is going to be a 36-inch sink. My backstairs, I'm going to be using a 4x8 subway tile. So by doing these elevations, it really helps me a lot on that construction, because now I know where to put all my electrical points, my plumbing points, my tiles, everything is on the plan, so it's very clear when I start construction. Now the next view is basically the elevation B, which is basically this view going the range. So now here we have a hood, a 30-inch hood, we have a 30-inch range, and the same backsplash is gonna go, subway backsplash is gonna go through the whole wall. Now let me go ahead and show you the elevation for the master bathroom. This is just different views for the kitchen. This is a view for the island, which shows you a 30-inch micro, which that's what we're gonna be buying, and the side view for the island, which shows the panels. Now keep in mind, this is also very important, because you want to be able to get prices from your vendors for them to be able to basically give you a price for the cabinets. So all this is very important to have on your plans when you're doing your plans. Now let me show you the master bathroom elevation. So this is the master bathroom elevations, and here it's important to have my my fixtures for the shower. For example, in this particular shower, the specs that we're buying is this shower comes with 2 handles. One is gonna control if it goes to the head shower or the hand shower, and then the other one controls the temperature of the water. So it is very important to understand which fixtures you're gonna be buying, because depending on that, we're gonna be able to place everything at the right location. And these measurements also help, because when my plumber goes and installs the valve that goes behind the walls, he knows exactly where to place everything, and that everything stays perfect and centered, because we want to be able to deliver high-end finished product when we're selling to a higher market. Same with the vanity. The vanity, you have basically the design of the vanity. You have your 2 sinks, your 2 faucets, you have your 2 sconce lights on the wall. So this is going to allow my electrician to basically put the electrical outlet here for the lights, and he knows exactly where to put it, because we're marking him with 16 inches. So all these little details are very important before you start construction, because it's going to show everybody where to put everything. And that's pretty much the last step on the elevations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys getting value out of this, because that's my intentions. And I'll see you in the next one. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go.